Welcome back, familia, to Northside LDN. You already know how it is. Big up to the Tropa Elite. Today, we got some more news surrounding Arsenal Football Club. We've got a winger from Ligue 1. Apparently, we're interested. Alternatives. All we deal with is alternatives. We don't go get the man. We go get alternatives. You know what I'm saying? It's the same bucaria as always with Arsenal. We also got Arsenal, a headline that Arsenal are extremely confident in beating Man United to Lisandro Martinez. We also got Bern Leno going to Fulham. Before we get into all of that, let me introduce a special guest we got today. Big Sit Bants. We've got Mott's here. Welcome, bro. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me on, bro. Glad to be here, man. For real.
Nah, love. As you can tell, Montz is a Liverpool fan. So let's get first into Liverpool before we delve more into Arsenal. What's the story so far for Liverpool in the transfer table? Because you guys have signed Darwin Núñez, a player that I wanted to come to Arsenal. He's gone to you guys. Let's start off with Darwin Núñez. How good is he? What can you expect from him? Did you want him? And are you happy with the signing?
See, it's the Darwin Núñez thing. It's like, I'm not a fan in it. Like, people have, my opinion is not really respected amongst my community when it comes to the Charles Darwin, I like to call him. Simply because I hate the market right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Darwin Núñez, if you look at it black and white, he's had one good season in a terrible league, and all of a sudden he's good enough to play for Liverpool. If you put it black and white, that's what it is. Now, obviously, you look at our system and you go, oh yeah, like you must can get goals. Look at your system. If you're not getting 15 goals in your system, then surely you're not good enough. Like, but when you look at him play, yeah, he done well against us. But I'm not really a fan of man that just play well against a team and then go, oh yeah, sign him. Especially for 80 M's. 80 M's. Do you know what 80 M's can get you these days? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not the biggest fan, but Klopp's my uncle, innit? So basically, if the way I see it, I have to support him now that he's got a red top on. Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now that he's wearing the jersey, I have to support him. There's something that Jurgen's seen that I ain't seen. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So obviously, I think at the age of 22, I don't really want to pressure him, but I think selling Mane added pressure to Darwin Núñez. I think if we kept Mane, maybe put him back out on the left, obviously drafted in Diaz a little bit, then maybe Darwin Núñez probably would have had more time to come into the team rather than, well, all right, Mane's not here. Now you got to get 25 goals. Your 8 M's. You have to get 25 goals at 22, even though you have one good season in your whole career. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be blindsided like a lot of these people and think he's going to hit the ground running and do something mad. It's just, No.
It's a major jump. Like, a lot of people disrespect, a lot of fans in general disrespect the French league. The Portuguese league is a level below that. It's about the 6th strongest league in the world. And if they call the French league a farmers league, well, what's the Portuguese league? A donkeys league? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is according to the way football fans look down on other leagues. And yes, it is an inferior league. But you mentioned something that I want to touch on. You said, you know, who is he? At the same time, who was Mo Salah? Who was Mane when you bought them? Yeah, the only thing that they had over Darwin is they played in the Premier League, but they weren't necessarily ripping up trees. You got Robertson in. Who is he? You know what I mean? He wasn't a world-class player. To be fair to Klopp, a lot of players that you have bought in weren't world-class when in the moment that you actually bought them, if you 100%. Get what I'm saying.
100%.
So he has got that about him for you to be like, and I understand what you're saying. Like, let's give him a chance because he brings a lot of players that are not world-class. I mean, you bought Thiago that was world-class. Van Dijk, when he came to you, wasn't world-class. He became world-class under you lot. You know what I'm saying? Firmino wasn't world-class. I mean, people still debate if he's world-class. But anyway, he's a top player. Do you get what I'm saying? Most of your signings haven't actually been certified ballers. Even your goalkeeper wasn't a certified baller. And they all reached the next level under your manager. Does that not warrant, you know, your faith in him to do that?
You know, this is what I'm saying. I don't get it twisted. Like, it's a new system in a way because I don't see Darwin Núñez as a false nine. So I'm excited to see what he does in a Liverpool shirt. It's just that you look at Mo Salah. I think it was 28 goal involvements for Roma before his move to Liverpool. You look at, you know, maybe Alisson, who was actually Szczesny's understudy 2 years before we bought him. He had one good season under at Roma. That was another signing where you go, oh, is he good? Is he? But you know what? At the end, but you got to look at who we had before that. We had Mignolet before that. So An upgrade is an upgrade. I'm not like one of these Chelsea fans who think they can say, I don't need Sterling. Oh, we don't need Sterling. As I said, like Chelsea are like, you know that guy, you know that guy that doesn't get buckets. He doesn't get gal, but he gets one lane gal, and now he thinks he can just run around the place and do whatever he wants. That's what Chelsea are right now. They think they can say, oh, I don't need Sterling, when their attack is dry. Their attack is dry, bro. That's what I'm saying. So with Liverpool, we get buckets, and we're competing with the juggernaut that's Manchester City right now. So I think it's when City went and got Haaland, that's a statement. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they only just picked us to the league, so the gap is few and far between. But that's a big statement to go and get Haaland in. And I think, no disrespect to Nunes, but it's not like Nunes is a massive improvement of what we've got. We've sold Sadio Mane here. Do you know what I mean? It's always about the player you had before that. As you said, Robertson wasn't really someone when he came in. What, 8 to 12 million, 8 million, something like that.
What about Diaz? You have brought in Diaz and Jota, and maybe Darwin Núñez, his curses, he's coming in as one of your main men are leaving, and maybe that's why you're looking at it like that. Because when you brought in Jota, you didn't say, "Oh, well, he's not world class." And when you brought in Diaz, you didn't say, "Oh, well, he's not world class." And Diaz came from the same league. He came from the Portuguese league. Do you know what I'm saying? I think maybe because you're looking at it with Mane's leaving. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying, and I just the thing is with Nunes, I just feel like, for me, it's when you're chasing the juggernaut in Manchester City, you can't take too much of a calculated risk. Do you know what I mean? Like too many signings have worked, and there's one that's I'm not even one of these pessimistic Liverpool fans, you know, but we get it right a lot of the time. We get it right. You know what I'm saying? And I think this time around is more of a calculated risk. You know what I'm saying? Salah was our third choice winger. That's why there were doubts. Mane, obviously coming from Southampton, doing okay. I hear it. Firmino, we were just crap at the time, so we take anyone. You look at, as I said, you look at Andy Robertson. Who did we have before that? Alberto Moreno. There's certain times where you just have to, again, when you get the upgrade, like you see, like the way I see it, I look at Gabriel Jesus and go, all right, he's not the most scintillating striker in the world, but he is a massive upgrade on the Lacazette you have sold. Not him in general, but as a striker, he didn't do well last season in front of goal. But you look at Gabriel Jesus, that is a massive improvement. Do you know what I mean?
A massive improvement by what metric? What are you judging it for a massive improvement?
I think Gabriel Jesus with game time will easily guarantee you over at least 12, 13, 14 goals plus in the Premier League, I think. And I think that's kind of a little bit that what you were missing last season, maybe what could have got you over the line in the top 4. Do you know what I mean? It's different makers, and he's a winner. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think he's the perfect signing, because if you look to you were linked to before, it was like Vlahovic and guys like that. But when you look at Gabriel Jesus and what you guys are trying to do with like starting to press and stuff, he does fit the bill. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I think more so than Lacazette did. So again, when I think it's an up, when with the upgrade, and that's what I feel like with Nunes, he's not necessarily an upgrade, but he has more longevity. And I just think we've taken a calculated risk, whereas City have gone for the here and the now. And can Liverpool afford to take a calculated risk when in 2 years' time, Van Dijk's going to be 32, 33? Firmino's going to be 33, maybe not even at the club. Salah's going to be 33. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Thiago's going to be 33. We're losing ligaments in our kneecaps here, year by year. We don't know how. Listen, football works in cycles. We ain't going to be like this forever. We ain't got oil money. You know what I'm saying? So that's it.
But at the same time, in the striker department, yeah, and this is not me just like defending Klopp, but in the striker department, who's in their prime that's world class? Because Benzema's in the wrong side of 30. So is Lewandowski. Yep. Everybody else ain't really world class. Haaland ain't going there.
There's no one in the market really like.
You get what I'm saying? So when you actually look at the strikers that you could have got for the money you spent, it's not like there's an abundance of strikers like back in the day. Do you know what I'm saying? Of world-class potential. Well, a lot of them have world-class potential, but none of them are certified. You know, you play right now and say, you know what, Liverpool, we should have went for that guy. And realistically, he would have come to Liverpool.
Like, it probably only would have been Mbappe, innit? I'll be honest. And Mbappe's not even a 9. He's not even a 9.
You know what he done to Madrid? You know what I mean? He was telling them, yeah, I'm coming. Last minute, man, ditched them. You know what I'm saying? Man is ditching girls like he's in Love Island.
Do you know what? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Lil 7. I can't pronounce that name, but Harry Kane is who I wanted, to be fair. Harry Kane, obviously. As I said, if you lot beat them to top 4, I reckon we would have got Son or Kane, to be fair. I reckon Tottenham didn't get top 4. I would have saw Conte, disaster class. Conte would have...
Would your club have paid it, though? Because they wanted... The reason he didn't go to Man City, and I know it's a year moved on now, is because I think they wanted something like 150 M's. Would you lot...
They wanted 200 M's. I think they wanted 200 M's or something like that. It was crazy what they were asking.
Liverpool spending that?
Oh, hell no. Hell, 200 M's. You must be
realistically,
crazy. We would have spent 20 M's.
The best option.
In that market. But I just thought, well, to be fair, Kane's evaluation has gone down to 120 M's now, isn't it? Well, reportedly. Anyway, and I think the asking price is less for Kane, and he still hasn't signed that new contract. But I think now it's just that ship sailed. Obviously, things are looking good over there on the other side of London, and the other side of North London. So, you know, it is what it is. As I said, it's not even me being ungrateful. I'm just a little bit wary of the risk that we're taking compared to, I just think now.
Who else are you linked to? Because I don't know, no news around Liverpool right now.
What, right now, in terms of forward players? None. No forward players. I think that our forward players right now, we're done with. Obviously, Joe Gomez just signed a new contract. Salah's obviously, that was the big one. Getting Salah to sign a new contract. That was the big one. Because, as I said, a lot of mixed opinions in the Liverpool fan base. But in my opinion, you have to give him the money. When someone is giving you 5, like as I said, how many elite seasons did Suarez give us? 2.5. How many elite seasons did Fernando Torres give us? 2. How many elite seasons has Mo Salah given us? 5. You know what I'm saying? So for someone that is just proof that players like Mo Salah don't come around often. They don't come around often, and people put him in the Torres Suarez bracket, but he's doing it for longer and numbers wise better. I don't think he's a better footballer than Suarez, but you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, in terms of output, there is no one doing what he's doing. This year, it's probably going to be, I think, top 5 Liverpool goal scorers of all time in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean?
Especially for the money that you paid. You know what I mean? How much did you get him for?
30 something mil. No, Sadio was 34 mil. So was, I think, 38 mil. In pounds. I think in euros it was 40 mil. But again, that's it won't be cost 50 mil. You want to pay it that way or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I said you lot are bad for that one, by the way. 50 mil, you lot are terrible. You lot are terrible. You lot hit the lip for that one. But no, like this is what I'm saying. So I think I love the way we scout, and as I said, now that he plays for the team, I feel like he's gonna do well. To me, I think even if he gets 13 to 14 goals in the Prem, I'm happy with that. I'm not. I think we'll see the real Darwin Núñez next season. Next season. I don't think this season. If he hits the ground running, listen, it's a win-win. Prove me wrong. I ain't complaining, but that's my in the Núñez thing. That's my thing. I still think we need a centre mid personally, but there's rumors saying we're not gonna do any more business. You know what I'm saying? Calvin Ramsey, Fabio Carvalho, and Núñez, isn't it? So.
Well, listen, if you ain't going to do no more business, let's get on to Arsenal, because this circus, this banter train is never not on time, bro. It's always on time. Look at this bucaria that I'm hearing right now, yeah? Look at this crap, bro. I swear down, this club just makes my blood boil, man. I swear down. Look at this, yeah? Rafinha alternative. Arsenal submit official offer for Ligue 1 winger. Player only joined club in January. Look at this. Zagrova. Who the hell is this guy? Eden Zagrova, 23 years old.
Oh, yeah? Pepe part 2 about the price tag. Ooh.
Bro, when you go on transfer, man, I'm looking at his stats, bro. He played in the Super League, 60 appearances, 9 goals, 15 assists. That's shocking. In the Jupiter Pro League, 19 appearances, 2 goals, 2 assists. In Ligue 1, 12 appearances, 2 goals, 1 assist. Bruv, is this guy going to start over Martinelli or Saka?
No way.
His stats are worse in a weaker league. Like, what is going on with this?
I'm pretty sure Smith Rowe out on the wing is 10 times better than him. And Smith Rowe's not even a winger, technically. Not actually naturally a winger.
This is why I get vexed, bro. This is why I get vexed. You're sitting there, yeah, as a Liverpool fan, you're sitting there telling me, oh, look at the levels we're dropping and getting Darwin Núñez. Bro, we're getting this flipping Poundland, flipping car boot style winger, bro, that nobody cares about. The other day, I saw another player we were linked with, Noah Lang. What bucaria is that?
Oh, no, hold on. Lang is a baller. No, I'm going to stop you there, bro. Lang's a baller.
I don't want him.
Please, hey, yo, watch him. He's a baller, innit? His attitude stinks a bit though. His attitude's a bit mad, innit?
Well, he's going to hold bench because apparently any player that says anything against Arteta gets to hold bench.
Like, a bit of a control freak.
Like Pepe. Bro, I'm done, bro. We got enough kids, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's experience time for you,
A
man.
mixture of kids and youthful players. The great Man United sides had youthfulness and experience, bro. Look how long they held on to Giggs and Scholes and them, man. There's a reason why they hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? Our experience is Xhaka, Rob Holding, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Who are they leading, blood? They're not leading no one. The only thing he got led to is Turkey to go sort out his hairline, bro. He weren't led to nothing, bro. This guy is dead food. I don't want no more Project Youth players, but I'm done with it. I'm done with it, bro. I don't care. We didn't come to the Emirates to get car boot sell players, bro. Wembley Market, Shepherd's Bush Market players, bro. While you lot are shopping in Harrods. I'm sick of it, bro.
Harrods. I hear it, yeah, but I hear it. But you know what? Before we got linked to Nunes, I generally thought you lot had a good shot for him. Because technically, yeah, Arsenal got more pull than like Spurs and them, man. But because Spurs got Champions League, and obviously they got Conte, the pool's obviously, I'd say the pool right now is leaning on, you know, the white side of North London. Do you know what I'm saying? I think, unfortunately, you lot are taking a bit too long to get certain deals done. You know, when it's just too many links and too many talks and too many, all of that stuff. Because right now, personally, I think Martinez should be getting over the line. That should have been over the line. Jesus, I know that was visa issues, should have been over the line a while ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Tielemans, how long have you been linked to Tielemans for? Get it done. Get it over the line. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just get it done sort of thing. Like, at least you're not Man United where they took 20 years to sign a left back that no one knows. But like, at the end of the day, like them Man United have got graveyard players right now. They're dead and buried. I don't know what's going on with that club over there. And even like, I think a lot of teams are trying to. Tottenham are moving the most active. I'm not going to front.
Of course, even the Rafinha, even to your point, the Rafinha move, yeah, Chelsea was still dealing with their ownership dealings and whatever. Barcelona had money issues. What did we do? Allow Chelsea to get back in position where the ownership, that's all done and buried. They already got their people in place. They sacked whoever they didn't want in the backroom staff. And look how strong they're coming again. And we're still going for this guy, this Zagrava, Degrassi bum, bruv. You know what I mean? Oh no, probably going to be in a wheelchair like Drake when he comes here because he's not going to hack it in the Premier League, bro. Now I'm done. Now I'm sick and tired of this bucaria, bro. My club has been bantered, bro, for 19 years coming up. I'm sick, bro. I am sick. I'm up to here. I'm up to here with the banter, bro. I'm sick of it, fam. I can't go on people's channel, yeah, with my chest up. Every time I go, it's pigeon chest. Every time I go, bro. Every time. I'm the only one with pigeon chest. And now, yeah, even Tottenham, bro, look at the business they're doing, bro. It's pissing me off, fam. How's Conte been here for a couple of months? He ain't even been here a year, fam. And look at what he's doing. Look at what he's done with 2 signings, bro.
Yes, I can still hear you, by the way. Carry on.
Do you know what I'm saying? I had enough, bro. I don't want this bum at my club, man. Nah, fuck it, bro. I'm sick of it, bro. Bro. I don't want this to grow again.
I didn't ask you, are you on Arteta out?
Of course I'm Arteta out. Get that Filo da Puta out the club, man. I don't want him here. You know what I'm saying? Man spends more time putting gel in his head than actually getting out the team properly and actually setting us up properly, bro.
To be fair, bro, I call him the VO5 merchant, innit? Like, I generally think sometimes he can be a decent understudy in the style of Pep. But I think 5 days a week, he's Lampard with more VO5, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's the way I see it. Sometimes I see him and I go, you know what? This guy can do a thing. But like, if you actually look at it from an outside neutral point, he's been backed, you know? Like, Arteta's been backed. Let's not, like, do you know what I'm saying? I think if you don't get your signings this season, it will be up to about 450 mil. You know, obviously, last summer you guys spent the most. You know, he's been backed. I'm not saying, oh, yeah, go challenge for the title, but he's been backed. And I think a top 4 finish maybe should have happened before now. You know, I think last year, even though I'd say you overachieved, circumstances changed in the season and top 4 should have been yours. 1,000,000%. You know, I think it's criminal. It is criminal that you guys let go of players and didn't bring anyone in and thought you could go the long mile. Like, I understand if you guys were clear at the time, but injuries happen. You have Kieran Tierney. The guy doesn't play enough. Do you know what I'm saying? The other guy that plays, obviously, there's a mad thing right now, but don't play enough. The better players obviously aren't playing enough, and you let go of Oba, you let go of Maitland-Niles, and I guarantee you, Maitland-Niles comes in and plays against Newcastle, they have a harder time breaking you down. You know what I mean? And it's not like you lot can't do it, because with El Nani in your side, with Cedric playing way more games than he should, you want to beat Chelsea, you want to beat Man United, and you want to beat West Ham as well. You beat all three of them, right? All three of them. Make it make sense. That just don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So it must be so frustrating. It must be so frustrating as an Arsenal fan, in my opinion. I can hear. Sometimes I get mad because it's like, how did these men not do that? I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Basuma 25 mil, bro. I think Basuma and Kulusevski comes up to the price of Ben White. It's like, bro, come on.
What's your opinions on him?
Who? Ben White?
Yeah, I think, yeah. I'll tell you my opinion on him. What's your opinion on him?
He's dead, bruv. He's dead. What's he good at? No one ever bigs up any of his defensive attributes because he doesn't have none. That Filo da Puta's ball watching. And like I said it so many times, when I saw Sissoko put him in his ass at Watford, I said, bruv, it's confirmed. It's confirmed this guy's dead, bro.
You think he's
washed? He doesn't, bro. He's the Arsenal. He's the Gunner version of Maguire, bruv. He's the Gunner Maguire.
I think that's a stretch because that's a stretch. But
why is it a stretch?
I think, do you know what it is with Ben White? First of all, I think he needs to play in the back three. Second of all, I think with him, do you know who he gives me? He gives me Lindelof vibes. And I say the same thing about Lindelof. Lindelof's a hard ball playing centre back. Ben White is a hard ball playing centre back. But brother, you do not play for Man City. So right now, your attributes are going to be more tailored to a Manchester City than, even though Arsenal have a similar play out the back type of style, it's not refined like Man City is. So before you want to refine your ball playing skills in playing out the back, sort out your defensive skills first. In my opinion, do you know what I'm saying? Because Arsenal are trying to get there. They're not there. And for me, Ben White's too nice. Like I say it like Lindelof. Lindelof can play ball, but he's a pussy. Like, do you get it? Donny can play ball, but he's a bitch. Do you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, at Man United, they don't have 80% of the ball every game. So if you're a bitch, you're gonna get seen as a bitch, not a ball player. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen.
When did it become about talking about centre backs in how good they play out from the back instead of how good are you defensively? Because your main job, no matter what system you're in, is to defend. That is your main job. Everything else is secondary. Whether you have to play the ball out from the back to retain possession, your main goal is, if you're a defender, is to defend. Whether you're a fullback, you know what I mean? Whether you're a right back, no matter what, your main job is to defend. So you're the last line. Well, you're the second. Well, yeah, the goalkeeper's the last line of defense, but you're practically the last line of defense. So if you can't defend, what good are you to me if you can play the ball out from the back? If you're so good on the ball, why are you not a midfielder then? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with it, bro. Like, this guy is trash, bro.
You just sometimes have to think, as I said, unless you are playing in Pep's system or even maybe Liverpool system, because you're looking at a lot of the games, we have the ball for 80% of the game. So unless you have the ball for 80% of the game, you got to go be a defender first. And then we can start looking at your, oh my God, like, as I said, I make fun of Romero, innit? I make fun of Romero. Like, because I don't even call Romero. I call him aggression, innit? Because I think he's overrated. And I think because of his aggression, man, rate him too much. But when I deep it, sometimes I'm like, yo, like, Romero is still a defend. You can tell man enjoys defending. You know when a man that enjoy defending, like, you put a crunching tackle and you're like, wait, man gets a buzz off that. He's one of them, man, innit? And he can play ball, not like Ben White, but he can play in it. Like, he's steady on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Decent range of passing as well. And I just think Ben White maybe needs to take more of a leaf out of Gabriel's book a little bit, personally. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion from an outside point of view, anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, there's more banter headlines. Don't worry about that. This club's got plenty of banter headlines. Look at this. Arsenal extremely confident of beating Man United to Lisandro Martinez as Arteta steps in. Bro, these men do too much talking and not enough walking, bro. Why is it not done then? If they're extremely confident.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Do you know what the best type of signings are? For me, is when there's no rumors because you know what it's like in it. Especially 5 years ago, I'll be sat on Sky Sports watching us get edged closer and closer to a signing it for maybe to not or maybe happen. I'll be real. The best signings are the ones where you wake up and Ornstein's just tweeted, boom, Liverpool in for Diaz. He should be on his way to Merseyside in X amount of days. Them ones there, like I'm not gonna lie. When Tottenham grabbed Basuma, that was like, what? Wait, what the hell? Like, I woke up and I was like, pardon me. Pardon, who? When? I would have taken Basuma. What are we talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? When we got Diaz, Tottenham were linked to Diaz for like the whole window. I woke up, Liverpool, Fabrizio tweeting Diaz to Liverpool, here we go. I was like, pardon me? Those are the best signings because it's like you're moving and just get it done. Like people underestimate getting it done. Allow all this linking. You're linking the gal and you're not sure. You're going on bad dates, but she's giving you mixed signals and that. I'm like, nah, tell me what you want. You know what I'm saying? Let me know so I can make my decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, got me out here going on. Like that's what you man are doing right now. Arsenal and United are going on hella dates, and Martinez is just here lapping it up, bro. Even De Jong, why is that taking so long? I know there's the money thing, but they're trying to buy a man that don't want to be there. He says he wants to stay at Barca, but the money ain't right. How are you trying to go for a guy where the money ain't right? You don't even want to join your club first choice. You know what I'm saying? I think you don't need to go and get Martinez ASAP. And I'm seeing news every day in it because, again, I'm surrounded by mad Arsenal fans. So I'm always seeing their shit. And it's like too many links, so little time when you don't need, like, and the way Tottenham are moving, you have to, like the way I see City moving, you have to start moving correct, bro. You know what I mean? You can't let these men pull away. You can't let it happen. You know what I'm saying? I used to say Arsenal fans are the worst type of fans, but I've actually realized slowly but surely Tottenham are just as bad. It's just that they never get any clout. But when they get that little bit of clout, oh, the delusion kicks in. Tottenham fans are saying they're going to challenge, bro.
I don't know, bro. Listen, I get why they're getting their chest up a little bit because they're seeing that, you know, Arsenal ain't been serious for a lot of years and Tottenham have caught up. And now they're in the best chance to surpass Arsenal. I think going for the title, I already said this to Deji that comes on every Sunday. He's a Tottenham fan. I told him, I think you're pushing a bit too much, but you can definitely win a cup. I can definitely see Tottenham winning an FA Cup or maybe a Carabao Cup. But Champions League and Premier League, nah. They still need a lot more work, in my opinion. But why? They got reason to be happy, bro. Why have I got reason to be? I ain't got no reason to be happy.
No, there's no reason to be happy. I think there can at most maybe a steady like a little bit of a. You might be able to crack a smile when you see a link, but but I'm not seeing no here we goes. Like I can't lie. If you grab Tielemans, grab Martinez, grab another CDM by the looks of it. I think you get it. Like that's probably the best thing for you lot right now. I think the front line is all right. Do you know what I mean? I think the front line's all right. I don't know how much money you think you can get for Pepe. Maybe 20 mil. I reckon you can get maybe a 20 mil for Pepe at least if he goes. Do you reckon he's going?
But he's gone, bro. He's gone. When he's seeing man like Eddie Nketiah getting a number 14 and getting a new contract and getting more time than him towards the end of the season, he's gone, bro.
What's your opinion on him? Because I feel like couple cameos this season, I thought, Do
you know what it is, yeah? He's not the finished article, yeah? But this is what I said before, and I'll say it again. When we brought Mikel Arteta in, people are telling me he's the reason why Sterling became the player that we now know Sterling to be, yeah? It's because Mikel Arteta. That's what a lot of gooners were saying, yeah? So I said, okay, cool. You man are saying that, cool. So then why is it unacceptable when I ask of him to actually train Pepe and make him become the next Sterling? Because Pepe is a better finisher than all of our wingers in finishing alone. The only thing that he lacks is he doubles too long on the ball. His decision-making sometimes in the final third isn't fast enough. He just tries to do too many tricks instead of being more direct like a Saka and like a Martinelli. Yeah. But if you can work that out of his game, he already has the ability, bro. Some of the goals he scores, bro, he can score inside the box, outside the box. The ability is there, bro. And people, a lot of people want to give credit, yeah, to Saka becoming the player that he is now, Martinelli becoming the player he is now, to this manager. He wasn't the manager that brought them through. They were already balling before he came here, yeah? And if he can train Martinelli and Saka, why can't he coach then Pepe? Makes no sense, bro. If you're a coach, you're a coach now.
Ability facts. I think ability wise, just ability. By the way, an ability is 30% of the game now these days. But ability wise, Pepe is the best winger. Ability wise, it's just natural born ability. But unfortunately, I think obviously Pepe went through the what's his name? Oh my gosh, good evening. What's his name?
Unai Emery.
Yeah. He's gone through the Unai phase, isn't it? Obviously, he went through the Unai phase, and I think that when I used to watch Pepe, the one question I always used to ask wasn't why is he on the ball so long. That wasn't my question. I'll be honest. I looked at Pepe and gone, why is no one ever overlapping him? That was what I used to ask. Where's the overlap? Where's the overlap? I'm baffed. Where's the overlap? Because every time I see Pepe get the ball, people already know that he can beat a player. He can probably beat any player in front of him. First man to draw past Van Dijk. Everyone knows Pepe can beat a man. So when he was playing regularly, people just stuck 2 man on him. Nullified, done. When you know teams are going to do that, as you say, coach the team to say, "You're all right, overlap." Because if you don't mark the overlap, Tomiyasu, whoever's playing right back has a free cross. It's a free delivery into the box now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Take a man off him, let him play his game. Because the few times there wasn't a man on him, I've seen him bend the ball top corner. I've seen him drop his shoulder. I've seen him ruin Man United. Even though it's not a great Man United, but still needs to be done. You can't not beat what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he's this crazy winger, but I think very much wasted potential. I think he would have cooked in my team under my system. I'm not going to front. You know what I'm saying?
It's mad, but he's off, man. He's off, bro.
Yeah,
he's off.
Maybe going to go back to the French league. I don't know with that.
He's off.
But yeah, I don't know, man. What's your opinion on Jesus, by the way? I didn't even ask you that. Your opinion on that signing.
My opinion on Jesus is good player, not world class, but very good player. But he's lacking in goals the same way as Lacazette. That's my main problem. I think as an all-round player, he's levels above. He's a better baller in terms of technical ability to Aubameyang. But Aubameyang was a better finisher than him. And that's why I don't understand why we got rid of Aubameyang, because going into this season, if we had Aubameyang, who was still in contract as a goal scorer, and Gabriel Jesus as in a game that we need somebody to hold the ball up, bring more people in, Aubameyang ain't going to do that. So then you got 2 types of strikers whenever you face any team. So your squad overall is more versatile. Now, Gabriel Jesus, I think he's only scored 14 goals in the league. That's his highest tally. Yeah, that's the same as Lacazette. We got rid of Lacazette because we deemed him not clinical enough, not good enough. Now, Gabriel Jesus, yes, people can say, yeah, he was in rotation X, Y, and Z. But what I'm saying is, at Man City, he's getting world-class service. Over here, he's got Odegaard that's still learning his trade. For me, not really good enough. We ain't got a deep line playmaker. We never replaced Santi Cazorla. Xhaka ain't going to assist nothing for him. Thomas Partey's injured all the time. Where is the service coming from? Martinelli and Saka are literally going to get burnt out because they have to play week in, week out. Where is this world-class service going to come for a striker that so far is not proven to be a clinical striker?
That's what a lot of people are saying. Obviously, you've got the Arsenal fans on one hand saying that he didn't play enough, so now he's going to get more goals. And then there's the other Arsenal fans that are saying what you're saying is that, but he's not going to get the same abundance of chances that City have given him when he's been on the pitch. So it's kind of that which ones you kind of want to go for. I think that Riera, for me, is a certified baller. People will understand once he gets playing. That guy is a baller. You know what I'm saying? However, for me, I think you have Emil Smith-Rowe, who needs to be, who you need to be very careful with him now, because his ceiling is incredibly high, but the wrong signings can definitely derail that. I think Saka's untouchable because he's undroppable right now for Arsenal. But Smith-Rowe, for some reason, was unfairly dropped, obviously, because Odegaard is Odegaard. But you look at Smith-Rowe and his ceiling is very, very high. And I think I hope he doesn't go through the Rashford treatment where he just hits that ceiling where the coaching isn't going to take him any further than what he's at. You know what I mean? I don't really want to see him playing on the left wing. I think he's a good little player there, doesn't offer enough. But so for me, having Riera, who's more so a cam than a centre mid, can play centre mid, but you know, Riera, Odegaard, and Smith-Rowe are all too similar for me. So I feel like
be benched. Like Saka, Martinelli, Smith-Rowe should all be bench rotation. You shouldn't be having kids leading the line in a clubs the size of Arsenal.
Maybe one
Liverpool,
kid.
Man United, and Man
maybe
City.
one of them.
They shouldn't be leading the line, bro. They shouldn't. And the players that we're bringing in should be benching them. They need to be fighting, because at the end of the day, clubs of this size should be fighting on all fronts in the two cups, for the league, and for the Champions League. So these players will have plenty of game time. The reason we missed out on top 4, even though my standards is to win the league, not to just get top 4. I'm sick and tired of top 4. That's the whole reason we got rid of Wenger. You have to replace. You have to get in better quality than you currently have. You can't rely on the kids. And last season, we burnt out Saka, we burnt out Martinelli, we burnt out Smith, we burnt these youngsters out. They did their bit, getting us in 10 games to go. We were the favourites to get top 4. That was their bit done. And then we needed the leadership that should be ahead of them to get us over the line, either in a title race or winning the league. That's how you do it, bro. You can't rely. And this is why I want to see Saka on the bench, not because I don't rate him, not because I don't think he's got a high ceiling, because that shouldn't be asked of a young player. The last young player we did this to was Fabregas, and we burned his legs out, bro. He had to play injured and everything because we didn't have the quality on the bench. I don't want to see, bro, certain injuries, you already know, some players ain't going to recover from. You can't keep burning them out. Saka plays for England. Saka plays every match for Arsenal, whether it's cups, European, in the league. Bro, this guy, something's going to happen to this guy if we don't look after him, bro.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right in the sense that kids need to be sort of benched, because I think the longer you lead the line with youngsters that are too young, I think there's always going to be inconsistencies. There's no youngster that breeds consistency. And I know this is biased apart from Trent and Mbappe. Do you know what I mean? And Haaland. Those are the 3 that you look at under 23 and you go, yeah, they'll go to them for the season and will probably drop their standards maybe once. You know what I mean? Like, so the way I see it, I think if you've got 2 experienced men in your front line, bro, and you've got Saka there, then you can play Saka 24s. But if you got 3 young bucks in the front line, then it's like, well, there's going to be inconsistencies. You know, Saka looks like a world-class talent some days, and then other days he's kind of just marked out the game a little bit. He can just get, because you know how Saka, you can get fouled out the game. You could foul him out the game. You know what I mean? So I think you lot, as I said, like you said it right. You need to get experience. I feel like Arsenal have an abundance of certain things and lack severely in the other. I think you lot have an abundance of young talent. I think the best in the league. You can have a youthful manager who's still learning this trade, but a youthful manager and abundance of young talent isn't what's going to get you to where we are, unfortunately. You unless you have patience. You know what I'm saying? The thing that you lack severely in is nastiness, like being nasty. I'm talking Luis Suarez, I'm talking Richarlison, I'm talking Diego Costa. You lack that. And the guy who has it the most is not controlled of it in Granit Xhaka. You know what I mean? And then the other thing that you lack is obviously experience, and you already know is experience. I think if you can get someone nasty but controlled, you look at Fabinho, you look at Rodri, you look at Fernandinho, these men get yellow cards 24/7. But do you know what comes before them yellow cards? About 7 tactical fouls. About 7 tactical fouls. But 2 tactical fouls in, Xhaka's getting his second yellow. That's the difference. He's
bait, bro. He's not like, do you remember Pepe at Real Madrid, bro? That guy, Pepe and Ramos, bro. Them two, they know the part,
bro. Skullduggery wins you big. Skullduggery. I've seen, when we played Man City, Milner made about 7 challenges. He should have been a yellow, and he got his first yellow in the 70th minute. Skullduggery at its finest wins you big. If the other team aren't complaining why your CDM ain't got a yellow yet, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. I'm telling you. I've complained about Fernandinho for 7-8 years now, because I said, how the hell has man made that many challenges? He's only getting his yellow now. Because man are so intelligent. They're so intelligent. The rest of the opposition midfield is discombobulated because he's just tripping man up before the attacks. And the worst thing is, he'll help you up. He'll help you up, bro. And then he'll laugh at the ref. You think that ain't calculated, bro? Listen,
absolute facts.
I'm saying there's got like 100 people in there or something like that.
Yeah, come on, man.
Up the lights.
Do you know what I mean? I need to start disciplining you Angolan style, bro. What's going on here, bro? Hit the lights, caramba. Look, bro. Hit the lights, caramba, yeah? Porra. Hit the lights. Don't be a filo da puta. Don't make me get the chinelo out. Trust me, it's gonna be curtains over here. 92 people locked in right now. Yeah, where's the lights? Also, go and subscribe to Big Six Bants. Yeah, go support my guy Monts, bro. There's some good guys. Go support them. Why is somebody calling me right now? I'm on the stream. Yeah, go subscribe to Big Six Bants. Make sure you subscribe here. Hit the like. Don't be a viado. Don't be a panleiro. Make sure you hit the like. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think Coach Jordash said, Monts, your YouTube name is too complicated, bro. You talk sense, but hard to find your page. Need a PhD in English to find it. Bro, it's in the title. It's in the title.
Exactly. The link is right there. The link is right there in the title, man. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Man, I support my guests around there. Come on, man. Make sure you lock in, man. You know what I mean? Good Liverpool fan here. We got to get him on more. Listen, Arsenal and Fulham are nearing an agreement over a deal for goalkeeper Bernd Leno, according to reports. So it looks like Bernd Leno's on his way out. It was mad because Arsenal fans were overly gassing this guy, yeah? Overly gassing this guy like he was back. He was back in the day, David Seaman or Schmeichel or something. And now they don't care. This is how it goes over here at Arsenal. I remember we got rid of Martinez in favor of this guy. Now this guy's going and Martinez is nice, comfortable over there in Aston Villa. What'd you make of Bernd Leno, bro?
Do you know what? Before, I think he was a victim of the, you know, when you done the double dutch on 8th place. He was a victim of that. He was just one of the victims. Because obviously sometimes there's better players that are just, you know, when the whole team's just playing shit. And I think that it highlights his deficiencies. Whereas if Arsenal were on top of their game and, you know, were playing at a certain standard, I don't think Leno's deficiencies would be highlighted. I think when you're losing and when your team's in the mud, deficiencies shine so bright, it's mad. You know, I know this is probably a bad way to explain it, but like you look at Bobby Firmino, and I think he hid Salah and Mane's deficiencies quite a lot because of what he used to do, what he was doing when he was in his prime. And when you see Firmino not playing as much, you often see Mane and Salah losing the ball a lot more. Do you know what I mean? You see deficiencies. So certain things hide deficiencies. And I think, unfortunately, I actually rated Leno in it. I'm not going to lie. I was one of them man rating him still. I was one of them man. I'm thinking, right now, Leno's decent still. No, he's decent. He's decent. And also, he can play out from the back. I remember from Leverkusen, like, it was all about him playing from the back when he arrived from Leverkusen. So it's like, well, what happened? And nothing really happened. I think he had a torrid time in the season before Ramsdale came, and even with Ramsdale,
he got injured.
Morpie in it. The injury was it Morpie?
Yeah, he got injured. Martinez came, and then Martinez literally came in. It was like Leno wasn't even fouled, like he wasn't even missing. And then once Leno recovered, Leno came straight back into the team, and we were all like, wait, hold on, like, why don't we go with Martinez? Because the thing I didn't like about Leno is my guy punches the ball out too much. So instead of catching the ball, my guy likes to punch it, and then he punches it straight into the opposition, and then we're not in formation again, and then we're all over the place, and the attack is back on. Do you know what I'm saying? That's one thing we didn't like about him. But Martinez never put a foot wrong, and yet he got benched, bro. Like, it should be on form. And whether you come back or not, it should be on form, fam.
Benched, won you your only trophy that you could shout about in the last 6 years, and then got sold. It's peak. But I can't lie. Martinez is a hard keeper, isn't it? I actually think out of Ramsdale, Martinez, and Leno, I think Martinez arguably is the most consistent. And that's crazy to say. I think he's the most consistent. I think Ramsdale has the most potential. Let me not get that twisted. But people didn't talk about, because Ramsdale had such a great first half of the season. People didn't realize Ramsdale was arse. He was cheeks for the last 10 games. He was cheeks. In my opinion, Ramsdale was cheeks second half of the season. Last 10 games especially. Certain goals, that even the games that you won, certain goals were going through Ramsdale, you know. And I don't know why no one really highlighted that. I don't know if you've seen it or you noticed it.
Do you know what? I tell you why, he didn't get lit up, by people like me, Because I'll light him up, bro. I don't care. Anyone at this club can get it, bro. I ain't got no favorites. The reason is because Ben White was playing shocking, blood. Absolutely shocking. Then you had Rob Holding making Ben White hold bench. And we already know Rob Holding is trash. So imagine how much more trash Ben White is for Rob Holding to make you hold bench. You know what I'm saying? And then Gabriel, because he kept being partnered up with Ben White, his form dipped. So it's like, bro, when both your centre-backs are not in form, playing absolutely trash, I mean, there's only so much you can put on the goalkeeper. Do you get it?
Yeah. No,
Literally, his defense in front of him was trash, bro. So it's like, and then like Tavares, when Tierney got injured, Tavares was playing left back. Bro, this guy can't. Bro, this guy is the Portuguese Lisbon Usain Bolt, bro. This guy.
Oh, it's about Tavares. You know Tavares.
Yeah, Tavares is shit, bruv.
Oh, is that how you say his name? Is that how you say his name?
Huh?
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, Nun Tavares, yeah.
He is, I can't lie. He just gives me Alberto Moreno vibes. He's the black Alberto Moreno. He's Alberto Moreno.
We got Bellerin and we got Tavares.
Yeah, do you know what is a Tavares? Yeah, and this is where I've got my nice guy cap on today because it's been a good day today. But I promise you now, bro. Tavares is arguably one of the most shocking defenders I've seen this season in what I've seen from him. I generally think, and Arsenal fans call him raw because it's like a way to kind of raw. Is raw just a polite way of saying he's shit defensively and he can improve? Is that's what that sounds like to me? Raw, like no, he's not shit. He's just raw. Like he didn't just pass the ball to Jota and give us the game against us. Like you know what I mean. And he's an Arteta signing. People want to forget he's an Arteta signing. Let's not act like Unai brought him in. You know what I'm saying? He is an Arteta signing. So again, I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Sambi Lokonga, Arteta signing. That guy's okay, but he ain't good enough in my opinion. He needs a loan move. He needs a loan move, bro. Because some people saw a couple sprayers and him beating them.
He is going out a lot. He actually is. I'm not even bantering. He actually is going out alone.
He needs a loan because company said he's the next big thing. What am I hearing, fam?
Bro, what you said is absolute facts. Unai Emery gets in. What's his name? Martinelli. Yeah, my guy is pushing to get in the Brazilian national team. Yeah, he's a starter for Arsenal. Yeah, he brought in Guendouzi. He was in the team of the year, and he's in the French team.
You be bringing Saliba as well.
Saliba.
He did bring in Saliba, no? He did.
I think he did bring in Saliba.
He did, yeah. He did because he's been on loan since Arteta's arrived.
Yeah. He bought it exactly. So Guendouzi and Saliba both were in the French team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ripping it out there in Ligue 1, getting in teams of the season and that. But then you look at who this bum has bought in. Bought in Tavares, needs to go out on loan, not good enough. Bought in Lokonga, needs to go out on loan, not good enough. Brought in Ben White, can't defend. Rob Holding made him hold bench. Brought in Tomiyasu, ain't that great. We're potentially looking back at another right back. He ain't that great. Instead of being a wing back, my guy runs invertedly. That's not what we need. Then who else did we get? Ramsdale. Ramsdale probably the only one that's actually been a good signing. That is shocking, bro. And people want to give him more money and more time. I'm done with it, bro. Like I've given this guy enough time. He needs to bounce. He's not good enough, bro. He's Ole 2.0, bro. And you've mentioned this player before, and once again, it's Banter FC headlines. Once again, in Tielemans, bro. Fabrizio Romano talking about Tielemans and Arsenal going back in for him. Apparently, we haven't even put an official bid. You know what I mean? Like he said, Arsenal are still in for Yuri Tielemans, but they need to act fast. Even though this particular saga has gone a little quieter in recent weeks, Arsenal never changed their interest in Yuri Tielemans. The Belgian has always been on the list, but no official bid has been submitted so far. What are we doing, bruv? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why? The player wants to leave. He's got a year left. They have to sell. Go get it done.
Look, it's just getting boring though. How long? Like I've seen the Tielemans links for time, bro, and not one bid, not even personal terms, not even a cheeky Instagram like. You know when the player likes on Arsenal, but you know the cheeky like that man them do before they join the club. Not even that. Not even that. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. The thing is, and the worst thing is, Tielemans ain't even exact. Like he's not even. Oh my days, this guy's the truth. Like he's steady, he's decent, but off the ball, he's a 12-wheeler, bro. Off the ball. He is a 12-wheeler. That brother does not move off the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? Odegaard better start doing the bleep test when Tielemans comes in. You better start running the bleep test.
Look at this guy crying. Keep crying, you little bitch. Why are you crying about? Ben White, is he your dad, fam? Did he birth you? What were you crying about? He's shit, bruv, yeah? Not every player that comes to Arsenal is world-class, bruv. Go suck yourself about this guy chatting rubbish. When did you start watching football? This guy's trash, bruv. How come nobody else is in for him then if he's so great? Yeah? This is the thing. They get upset. Yeah? Keep crying, keep bitching. Because I'm going to still be here. I don't give no pucaria, yeah? I'm going to still be here and I'm going to say it as it is. You, man, want to overgas every fucking player that comes into this club, yeah? When most of them are trash to average. Most of them are trash to average. You lot want to overly big them up. What happened? I bet you're the same type of guy, yeah? Sucking off Xhaka when he was injured. Oh, we needed Xhaka in the midfield. My guy came back. What did he do, bro? Yeah? What has Davaj done? What has Lokonga done? Yeah? What's all these man done? Yeah? Your boy Nketiah getting number 14 for what? What? Scoring 10 goals in 5 seasons? Shut your mouth, bro. And also, when it comes to spending money, we spend more money than this guy's team. Arsenal spend more money. Overall, we spend more money than them. How come they can how come Liverpool can compete for the Premier League and the Champions League? Yeah? So next time you come talk to me, come and respect so filo da puta da merda. Invite to Manoku. That's all I got to say. Anyway, what was you saying, my guy?
I was saying that I just think bro, like I don't think Ben White's a terrible defender in it. I just think that Saliba can come in and be better than him. Innit? I just like Saliba's a good one to come in. I generally think if he does come in properly, you know, he can get the ball rolling. But I just think the way I see it, I'm looking at the signings, and again, none of the signings scream experience. Experience, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Your most decorated player is 25. In Gabriel Jesus. What does that say? You know what I'm saying? Your most decorated player is not even halfway to 30. Like, I get the young boy thing. I get it. But it's too much. It's too much. I'll be honest, it's too much. Like, sometimes a James Milner is what, like, people laugh at my midfield for James Milner. I get laughed at. I get banned for the James Milner thing. But James Milner comes in and still, in the way our system works, James Milner steps in and still looks like he's 29 at times. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm going to play him against Real Madrid. I ain't saying that. Let's not push the boat out. But he can come in, step in a Premier League game and still make it look ordinary. He'll still make young midfielders look ordinary because it's experience, bro. It's up here. It's not always skullduggery, but you get my drift. So I just feel Tielemans can bring something to the team. But in my opinion, in terms of his range of passing, Xhaka has his range of passing. He's stiff, but a little less stiff than Xhaka. He's got a good set piece, but off the ball, he's terrible. So, and you're a team who's, you know, looking to start pressing, and you're increasing the miles run every game. So is Tielemans going to be able to keep up with that? He's going to be throwing up in preseason if you ask me, innit? You know what I'm saying? The only real man I'm looking at, I'm thinking, yeah, do you know what? Played is Riera and Jesus. And those aren't the positions. As I said, I don't look at Arsenal and go, they are addressing the problems. They're not addressing the problems. They're adding to positions that they already have an abundance in. You have 2 cams. You have 2 good cams. Why are you buying Riera? You have 2 good cams. Do you know what I'm saying? You needed a striker. Fair enough. Tierney needs to buck up on his fitness. I'll be honest. You need another left back. Make it happen. You need another centre back. Make it happen. You need another DM. Make it happen. Why are you going for 2 numbers? You need another DM. You need a destroyer, a DM. Do you know what I'm saying? So the games at Newcastle don't end. You don't go 2-0 down. You don't go 1-0 down. At least you're in the game to the end. Do you know what I mean? You're in the game to the end because you got someone that's snuffing out these things before they happen. You know what I'm saying? Tomiyasu, I think, deserves a bit more credit from your point of view. But at the end of the day, he's not fit enough. Brother's not fit enough, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He can't overlap. He doesn't overlap enough. He's brilliant defensively. But when he comes back from injury, he's crap defensively. So what does he offer?
You can't say that. Well, I can't say that because as an Arsenal fan, I've got to gas up everything that goes on with the club. You're talking about Yuri Tielemans. Well, do we really need Yuri Tielemans? Maybe not. We've got Charlie Patino. He'll save the day. Arsenal hint at first team role. So Charlie Patino with shirt number change. Who cares, bruv? Who cares about his number change? He needs to go out on loan.
Do you know what's crazy? I'm gonna be real. You know what's crazy? They'll call me crazy for this, but it's fine. It's whatever. I support Liverpool and my team's great, so they can call me crazy. I think you lot should have bought Jack Wilshere in. I'm not even just to play. I know he was training with the team, but again, Jack Wilshere shit housery with a decent and he was playing okay at Bournemouth. So I'm not saying start Jack Wilshere. Fernandinho barely played this season. Have him in around the squad and dash him on in the 85th minute. Start playing him, get him up to fitness. And I'm not saying that because of it. I'm not talking about his talent. I'm talking about he bleeds. That guy bleeds Arsenal, bro. He bleeds Arsenal.
Yeah, nah, not for me.
Not for you. I think that should have been something in it.
Nah. I want to move forward, not backwards, bro. Not for me. I'm telling you,
but I'm just saying,
that guy's working because nobody wants him. I'm not on it. That ship has sailed. So I don't want to touch on that. But
so experience-wise, who do you get in though? Who of experience do you get in? With experience, like because we know what Arsenal are lacking from neutral and from your point of view. Who do you get in that brings that experience?
I would have got Basuma. That wouldn't have broken the bank. I would have got him in. I would get
25 M's as well.
I would have got Milinkovic-Savic. I think that's good experience there.
27 and he's 27.
Who else? Nkunku is a player that I like. I like Ivan Toney.
What about Gnabry? Return of Gnabry. Would you have taken that return of Gnabry?
Yeah, obviously, 100%. I mean, he's levels above Rafinha because he's proven. Rafinha's not proven. Rafinha's got a high ceiling, but he's not proven. So
terrible attitude, though, Rafinha. People don't talk about his attitude.
Do you know what? I don't know about this attitude thing because I remember when we got Aubameyang and they were saying about attitude. I've not actually seen him have a bad attitude. I actually feel like he didn't rate this manager, and that's why he started to turn up late once or twice. But his overall time at Arsenal, he actually didn't have an attitude problem. He was actually all right.
He kept on tearing the job.
They were saying, he's got a terrible attitude and this and that. I don't know, man. I take that with a pinch of salt. Who's saying these things? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I take that with a pinch of salt. Do you get what I'm saying, bro? But I'll take Gnabry easy. I don't even know why we're not going for him because apparently he's not. Bro, I don't think he'll come to Arsenal. Don't get it twisted. I don't think he's going to drop that many levels to come to Arsenal. But we should be doing everything to get a player like that that's running into the last year of his contract at 60 mil, which was the same price we was going to pay for Rafinha. Makes no sense. He's a more proven player. He's proven it in the Champions League. He gets into a Bayern team that is one of the very few teams that could potentially win the Champions League. What other confirmation do we need? Do you know what I'm saying? But we're not. I don't know what we're doing. We're going for Charlie Patino in the midfield. Charlie Patino, he'll save us. The kid just come through. Flipping hell. Do you know what I'm saying? This club is
obviously, I think you lot should have gone for is obviously Ilkay Gundogan in the last year of his contract. He's getting on in age. He's someone that could come in and do a job. Santi Cazorla vibes, but a little bit older. Do you know what I mean? I think Gundogan is definitely a mix of experience and what you guys need. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but I think Gundogan would be nigh on perfect for you lot, in my opinion. Generally, and you're looking at me thinking, man, what you talk about? This ain't we ain't dreaming over here. Like you're thinking I'm talking mad, but like I think he'd suit it. I think Gundogan is a guy who he's 31 now as well. Do you get it? Like, and he's not looking really like he's slowing down. Big up and Konzana, by the way. Big up yourself, bro.
Come on, man, subscribe, people.
But yeah, man, it's a difficult one for Arsenal. I think there's so many. It's not as bad as it looks, but when your ops are doing what they're doing, it's like, well, and especially Tottenham just went and got Longley today. They went and just got him today. You know what I mean? Now that's Longley and that's Basuma and who else did they grab? They grabbed someone else. Jed Spence looks like he's on his way there. Another one that you were also linked with. Do you know what I'm saying? Who's the other guy they got in? They got in someone else. Let CV Bergwijn go. Kulusevski. Oh yeah, Kulusevski's obviously signed for them now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like these men are signed now. They're doing what they're doing, man. Oh yeah, Perisic. Yeah, I'm deep in it. Perisic, Richarlison, Jed Spence is on his way. Basuma and Longley signed today. You might got to speed up, bro. How's Eddie not looking at this and going? Fuck. How's Eddie not looking at this and going? Yo,
Bro, I need to flick up my flip flop there. Yeah, I need to go flum and fling it at his head, bro, like I used to get it when I was younger, bro. Because this Finland put us doing nothing but changing Havana flip flops, going on jet skis, and going to barbecues and eating a little flipping pina colada. Bro, I'm done with it, bro. I'm done. What is this bum doing, bro? Bringing Marquinhos. Yeah, he doesn't get into the starting lineup. Fabrizio Vieira, he's another project youth because he's going probably 5-6 levels up from the Portuguese league to the Premier League. So we can't. Do you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
About Darwin Núñez. Hey.
It's different because there's a higher, there's more quality midfielders than there are. There's more world-class midfielders than there are world-class strikers at this moment in time. So it's different. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't have that much selection. There is selection out there, but we're going for Project Youth. Because what did Edu come out and say when we signed Fabio Vieira? Oh, this project is for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. Yeah? Just because you lot are just prolonging it so that we don't go down on you and say, when are we going to win the league?
How old is Edu? Because even your sporting director is kind of young. I'm deep in it.
Edu
ain't really getting on.
Mid-40s to...
that's kind of young for a sporting director, for one. Second of all, bro, you know when it comes to youth, yeah? What do youth need to be led by to become experienced? What they need to be, who do they need to be led by?
What do you mean?
Who do young players need to, what do young players need to make that step forward into an experienced footballer? They need to be led by...
They need experienced footballers in their position, showing them the way.
Right. And if they don't have that, what should they have instead?
At least an experienced manager.
So this is what we're saying. So now it's kind of the blind leading the blind, because Arteta is not an experienced manager. There's no experienced players, and then you're left with the youth, which is guaranteed inconsistencies. So it's like, again, blind leading the blind. It's like Arteta, and maybe one side of it is that, man, he's like, damn, man, I'm just happy to be here. What y'all talking about? Like, do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't have the blind leading the blind, and that's what it seems like right now. So I think when it comes to experience, even in the managerial department, it's just a bit mad. You know what I mean? I think that's why...
You see why I'm vexing it? You see why my blood pressure is going through the roof? You see why in a second I'm going to have a pity pack. I'm going to have a heart attack, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because this club, bro, they fake promises, bro. We went in January. We did nothing. We got rid of Aubameyang. We did nothing, bro. We weren't even after Vlahovic. His agent...
What was the need to loan out Maitland-Niles when you had no utility players left?
Bro,
that can't
make sense, bro. Nothing makes sense. But these fans, yeah, these lot in here, Tropi Illich, these lot are some real fans, real Arsenal fans. But the majority, we're the minority. The majority lap it up, bro.
They were calling El Nani the pyramid Pirlo. Do you know what El Nani? That's what they were calling El Nani. Do you know what I call El Nani? Do you want to know what I call El Nani? He's the perpendicular Pirlo. That's what I call him. I'm sorry, but El Nani is the perpendicular Pirlo. You cannot call him the pyramid. He's the perpendicular Pirlo. I'm sorry. He is sideways and backwards. Steady Eddie, but no Nketiah. Do you get it? That's what he is. It's peak. It's peak for these, man. But at the end of the day,
we got one thing. I'm gonna get your opinion. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna read this out. I want to shut up. I want to hear what you got to say on this. Yeah, because Ian Wright once again is coming out. Last time he come out and told us to all shut up for criticizing Nketiah getting Thierry Henry's number and getting 100 grand a week new contract. Yeah, look at what he's saying this time round. This guy, honestly, he's an embarrassment. And this is why I don't like ex-players of any club talking about the club, because they talk absolute nonsense because they're on the payroll. They're not going to be real with it like me and you. They are frightening. Arsenal legend Ian Wright jealous of Tottenham's transfer business. And the quotes are here. I feel Tottenham are going to cause problems, the Arsenal legend said on the Wrighty's House podcast. You cannot be jealous of the summer, especially coming from the other side of North London. They are frightening, man. Everything we are doing at Arsenal, I am putting on as my armor. But we have done this. We have Vieira. We have 2 number 10s now. And we're still trying for Yuri Tielemans. And we now have Gabriel Jesus. So you are trying to arm yourself because the Tottenham fans are saying, well, we have Basuma now, Richarlison, Kane, Bentancur is going to kick in. And we have Christian Romero is about. When you look at Tottenham, when you look at how Tottenham can flex when they are doing it under this manager, it kind of makes me feel shit. Well, Ian, why are you criticizing, mate? Because if you're not a real fan, you should shut the fuck up. That's what you said. What do you make of this, bro? What do you think?
I love Uncle Ian, innit? Like, I feel like every black youth in North London sees Ian Wright as their dad, innit? Every Jamaican boy who don't have his papa thinks that Ian Wright is basically his dad. Arsenal fan or no Arsenal fan, you know what I'm saying? So, Uncle, I apologize, but you flip-flopped it still. He's flip-flopped it a little bit because at the end of the day, usually I like to think Ian Wright calls it how it is. And right now he's saying it how it is. But before Tottenham were doing all this, it was support, louder negativity. But it was worried negativity. And, you know, I think when a fan base, when the majority of a fan base is overhyping what they have, and when reality hits really quickly, you get one of two things. You get flip-flops and you get the pessimistic fans finally being proved right, but they still get told, well, you're negative anyway. Da, 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 da. Do you know what I'm saying? You get seen as almost like the bad guy of your fan base. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's how you get viewed, but do you know what I mean? That's how man is seen. When really I think negativity is often confused with reality. You know what I'm saying? Of what it actually is. And I just think Ian Wright, he got it wrong. And I think now he's seeing the light. But I don't really hear anything else about go and support the team. Let's not act like everyone's not going to go to the stadium and watch Arsenal and support them. That's a given. That's why I think when people say, oh yeah, you're going to go watch, you're saying all this stuff, but you're going to go watch the game and shout every man's name. Of course you are. That's part of being a football fan. But it doesn't mean you're not allowed to have an honest opinion. You don't have to be 100% biased. Do you know what I mean? People hate that I talk about Núñez the way I do, but it is what it is. That's my opinion as a Liverpool fan. I'm realistic. Yes, 80 million. Yes, he's got all these goals last season, but that's the only season he's got goals. There's not enough evidence for me to suggest this guy's going to be a bagging signing. So why is everyone not saying he's going to bag more than Haaland? Why am I seeing my own fan base telling me it's Núñez versus Haaland? No, it's not. What are you talking about? You know I don't know.
These days, let me close this window because I don't know. The feds are coming. They're coming for Arteta. Arteta, you better run, blood. You better get on Eddie's jet ski, blood, and leg it, man. Because
but he flip-flopped.
They're coming for you.
He flip-flopped.
The crimes that you have committed to Arsenal Football Club, so filo da merda. But listen, I agree completely with what you said. And the problem is, there's too many fan police now, What happened to freedom of speech? If the government says I got freedom of speech, who the hell are you to tell me that I can't say what I want to say about my club when I'm saying it for the betterment of my club? Ian Wright is the biggest flip-flop. How dare he come out the last time, a couple of weeks ago, come out and literally be rude to a fan that wasn't even rude. All the guy tweeted, I think it was a tweet, he said, the number 14 should not be given to Eddie Nketiah because of the significance of that number. And the fact that he's getting 100k a week for doing next to nothing for this club is abysmal. Ian Wright was the one that was abusive. Oh, if you can't agree with that, and if you're not going to go say, if you wouldn't say it to his face, then shut the fuck up. Okay, cool. So what you're telling that fan is you should be on board with everything that this club is doing, and everything Arsenal is doing is amazing. So why now are you coming out and saying that you're fearful and you're scared and frightened of what Tottenham's doing? Yeah? Because maybe, just maybe, you don't actually think that everything's all rosy at Arsenal. You don't actually believe in a lot of the players that we bring in. You don't believe in Mikel Arteta. You don't believe in Edu. And that's why you're frightened. Why are you frightened? Trust the process, you keep telling us. Trust the process. It's a youth project. It took Klopp 3 years. It took Klopp 5 years. On Klopp's third year, he won the Champions League. We haven't even qualified for the Champions League. So what's the excuse now?
We actually got to the final in the second year as well.
So what's the excuse now? You know what I'm saying? These men are running
out. With Dejan Lovren and Alberto Moreno.
But Ian Wright, I don't care about him no longer, bro, because he never says it as it is, bro. This guy, every time there's things to sell from the Arsenal shop, he's always the first one. So you're on the payroll. If you're on the payroll, you're not going to bite the hand that feeds you. You're getting paid by the club. So if the club don't want people to speak the way that we speak, I'm sure Liverpool don't want fans to speak the way that you're speaking about Darwin Núñez. You know what I'm saying? But you're not on the payroll, so they can't control you. But once they're giving you a check, they will hold it above you and say, listen, You come out and say one more thing, yeah, you're going to get axed from all the merchandise. We'll put somebody else. Let's get Paul Merson or someone else on. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bro, fuck these ex-players, bro. The majority of them chat shit. And the Arsenal ones that do talk the truth is Thierry Henry. And surprise, surprise, he ain't on none of the merchandise. He ain't doing none of the PR. He ain't getting paid for nothing for Arsenal Football Club. I'm sick of it. I remember when Henry said, maybe the badge is too heavy for these players. Bro, that has stood the test of time. It's too heavy for the majority of these players. And I've seen, with all due respect to your Liverpool, when I grew up, yeah, I was born in 92. When I grew up, you guys were irrelevant. You were irrelevant in the Premier League. You were irrelevant. You was. You was, bro. And everyone was either Man United or Arsenal, bro. And now I've seen...
a little bit of Chelsea. A little bit of Chelsea in there.
But they weren't really... You know, Chelsea was only more like after like 04, like when we talk about 05, 06.
That was my childhood, innit? I was born in 96, innit? That's why my childhood was like...
Okay.
Yeah. It was them three for me, innit?
I remember all they used to win is cups. All due respect to Chelsea, I'm just saying. I remember before the oil money, they just win cups. They weren't really challenging for the league like that. But what I'm saying is, bro, we've seen, as my club has been complacent and these fans are always buying into every youth project. Bear in mind, this is the third youth project. This club has spun on me, yeah? We've seen Leicester win the league. We've seen Tottenham get to a Champions League final. We've seen Liverpool come from finishing mid-table almost every season. Yeah, okay, you won one Champions League, but in the league you weren't dominant. To now winning the league and winning the Champions League,
won everything.
And you've done it on a budget by spending less money than Arsenal Football Club, and we're in decline, and you're on the up with a world-class manager and some world-class players. Yeah, and you've been able to do it, which is why the last thing I'm going to say on it is anyone that wants to complain at me. How can Liverpool do it with a lower budget? I'll tell you why. They got a world-class manager in and they backed him. That's what they did. Yeah, we didn't get rid of Arsene Wenger fast enough. Yeah, but we could have went in for Klopp, because when Klopp went to Liverpool, he wasn't a world-class manager at the time. He was a manager like Tuchel. He was on the up, but he wasn't world-class. Yeah, but we didn't. We stuck him with Wenger, and the last 10 years of Wenger was absolute bollocks. Yeah, and we stuck with Wenger, and then we hung Unai Emery out to dry. Yeah, because fifth wasn't good enough, but people are trying to tell me Arteta getting fifth. All of a sudden, he deserves another season. So where was this energy for Unai Emery? Because he was only 1 point off of the top four.
Tactically, I think tactically he's been the best one since Wenger.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Oh, bruv, I'm sick of it, bro. These men move the goalposts when it's convenient, bro. Well, how can you say, bro, it just don't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense, fam. And then the last excuse is, but Arteta won an FA Cup. Arsene Wenger in decline at 70 odd years old was winning FA Cups. And that was Arsene Wenger that was washed. So why do I want a Mikel Arteta that's in his prime that can only win an FA Cup? How does that make any sense?
It's facts. It's facts. I'm just letting you go, man. You're spitting. You're spitting, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you go with it because I've been there. As you know, I've been there.
It's just dark days, bro.
I've been there, man. This is why I'm trying to stay here as long as possible, because football works in cycles. I might be where you are in the next 5 years when Klopp's out the door, innit? So, you know what I'm saying? Football works in cycles, bro. I'm telling you. Chelsea might be falling off that little perch as well. Don't think Chelsea is safe. They got no defenders, and their attack is dry as hell on top of their dry playing style. Unfortunately, and the thing is, Chelsea ain't got Abramovich money no more. They ain't got Big Daddy Abramovich money. They got new owners now. I'm keen to see how them man move. I'm keen to see it. You know what I'm saying? It's peak.
What's this comment here? Sherry, listen, you've been commenting a lot, yeah? You were young to football, bro. You should never mention Liverpool. They've won more trophies than us. So why don't we actually start demanding more so that we can win as much as them? Because last time I checked, when Fergie went to Man United, yeah, they were behind on trophies. But what happened? They had an elite mentality, got in a proper manager, proper scouting, proper players, and they caught up to Liverpool. How did they do it? I don't know. Called raising the standards and demanding more and getting the right manager, not just a manager that's got a nice drip. Yeah? And that's what I demand. If Man United could catch up to Liverpool's dominance in the 80s, we can catch up to both of them. Because it's not like we're millions of miles away. We've got 13 Premier Leagues. They've got what, 22? You've got what, 22, 21, 22?
No, Man U got 20, we've got 19.
Okay, 19, 20. Cool. But we're not million miles away, yeah? So why can't we do it? Why can't we catch up?
Well, people like to say we have one. I mean, that's what people like to say, we have one.
I don't know. And this is what I'm saying. When people say, oh, but you're talking about Man United, Liverpool. Bruv, do you understand where Man United was when Fergie came in? How far behind they were in leagues, behind Liverpool? Like, I don't know what people are talking about.
But the thing is about Man United they're now 11 years without a Prem. So, and trust me, it flies by. They're 11 years without a Prem. And right now, if I'm honest with you, I don't see them winning the Prem in the next 5 years with the way they're going. Do you know what I'm saying? So the way I see it is that to get back where you were, it's not impossible, but it's incredibly difficult because Man United still ain't figured out how they've been cutting corners for the last 9 years. Only now with Ten Hag does it look like then maybe they won't try cut corners. So I think every project is slightly different. I just think with Man United, they're trying too quick to win now all the time, and it's just never worked out. I think you guys suffer from sentimentality issues where you have too much sentiment, where either you keep man for too long or you get rid of man too quickly, and you've got it the wrong way around. You kept Wenger for too long, you got rid of Unai too quickly. Now you're keeping Arteta for too long rather than getting rid of him quickly. You know what I'm saying? You got it there. You man have flipped it the wrong way around. You know what I'm saying? There's certain man. Sometimes you need to get that. Like the fact that Conte went to Tottenham seems to me, I'd dash a boot at Eddie's head. I'd dash a boot at certain man's head. I'd dash a boot at man's. I'd dash a boot across the change room because if I see my ops going and grabbing a world-class manager and they won a trophy in 14 years, I'm sitting here thinking, pardon me, you want to chat to me about project when I've got a man that can come in and do what my manager's doing?
Big months, you know, big months. Talking
like this is what I'm saying. Like when Man U kept Oli, knowing that Conte was in the wings, I'm thinking, are you man stupid, bro? Are you stupid? Have you lost a chromosome? What are you talking? What? You've just let a team who haven't won a trophy, who are trophyless. How about this? I have touched the Champions League trophy more times than Tottenham. I've touched it. I've gone to Barcelona and held the Champions League. I held it like this. I held it. It's heavy. It's a big trophy. I have done that. But Conte thought, oh yeah, you know what? I've got Tottenham, I've got Arsenal, and I've got Man U. Them man don't want to fire their managers. So I might as well go Tottenham then. How do you not look at that and think, rah?
Well, look at the comment below you. Mikel is not at his prime. All elite managers started somewhere. Okay, cool. The only thing you not go off when it comes to this manager is that he was next to the guy that is the guy, which was Pep, yeah? Okay, cool. Okay, does everyone remember prime Mourinho and Andres Villas-Boas, yeah? When Chelsea got rid of Mourinho, they brought in Villas-Boas. Why did they bring in Villas-Boas? On the recommendation that because he was part of the backroom staff from Mourinho, he would be the guy as well. What happened there? Didn't take him long to get fired. Yeah. Then we can have the example of Alex Ferguson. He would change his backroom staff all the time. I remember one time one of his assistants was a Portuguese guy. Where were they? Did they not become the next Fergie? None of them. What does that tell you? Being next to the guy don't make you the guy. No. And when you talk about the guy, Fergie was all the guys.
He was Pep's cone guy. He collected the cones.
Their assistant managers didn't become world class, but you think this one will? Make it make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Make it make sense.
All right, Carl Rossi said that there. Hey, big up Carl Rossi. Bring up that comment.
No elite manager started at one of the biggest clubs in history of English football.
Right there.
You know what? That Carl, big up to you. We're gonna seal the Arsenal chat on that. The last question I've got for you, bro. The last question I've got. What other business do you want to see Liverpool do for you to be happy with this transfer window?
Lucky I'm on an Arsenal stream, not a Liverpool stream. Very lucky. Get me Nico Barella. Go and get me Barella. Unfortunately, I'm trying to shop at a market where I'm window shopping because when it comes to these Italian man, you see Koulibaly? Donny's locked up. Donny's been linked to the Premier League for the last 5 years. He ain't going nowhere. You see João Felix from Atletico? He on that death row contract. He ain't going nowhere. You see Milinkovic-Savic been linked to Man United for the past 4 years. That brother is Django unchained. He's chained, not chained. You know what I'm saying? It's peak. So for me, I want Barella, but the way these Italian, these mafia man move, he ain't going nowhere. So realistically, I think we need another centre mid. We need someone who can do a bit of both in, we need someone who can replace Henderson's legs, but can also replicate the passing ability. And I think Barella's that guy. I think Jude Bellingham can be that guy, but I think Jude Bellingham is a little bit overrated. And the money he's going to cost, Jesus Christ. So I'll take Bellingham 100%. But for me, Barella, what a guy. Barella, that's my guy, and that's someone I need. I don't really look at anywhere else. I think Calvin Ramsey's coming at right back. We needed something. We couldn't just keep letting Trent overwork. Do you know what I mean? Trent's tired enough as it is. Like, he tracks back at all. But yes, I'm saying there's still Trent and that. Like, I think he needed backup. I couldn't have Milner always coming in. I can't get over seeing James Milner get absolutely paused barebacked by Foden twice in a row. Like, he ruined that first half against City at the Etihad. I feel like when I blink, I see Foden. It's mad. So we needed a backup right back. We've got that. I think we have 4 really good centre backs in Gomez, Matip, Konate, and Van Dijk. I think we've got 4 really solid centre backs for once. Obviously, there are a lot of question marks over Tsimikas, but he's come in and he's looked really good. I'm not gonna lie, he's looked really good since he's come in. Some people prefer him. Some people actually prefer him over Robertson, but I'll leave the blind man to lead another blind man in it. But no shade. But yeah, right now I think it's the midfield options. As I said, you got the Ox who ain't oxing right now. He ain't been oxing for a while. And Naby Keita, who is just not the truth. When he skied the
what about Jude Bellingham? That's a good shout.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I said Jude. Yeah, Jude Bellingham. Yeah, I think Barella for me, number 1. Jude Bellingham, they're saying we'll go in for him next season. Like, we got time to waste as well, idiots. Like, we got time to waste. But they're saying Jude Bellingham next season. That's from my like good Liverpool sources. They're telling me Jude Bellingham next year. I'm like, yo, do you know what, man? I'm going to be 32 next year. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for me. I think I wouldn't mind one more attacker because again, you sold Taki, you sold Origi, Lord bless his soul, and then you sold Mane. Obviously, you got in Fabio Carvalho, who isn't really I don't know. He's like a midfielder and an attacker.
Yeah, I was going to ask about him. Like, what are you not doing? What's your plans with him?
I think because obviously Mitrovic got 42 goals in the championship. Like, he smoked up Tony's record last year in the championship, and I think a lot of that was due to Carvalho, innit? But Carvalho, for me, everyone's like kind of this whole the gas Liverpool fans are telling me, yeah, the new Coutinho, yo, Coutinho, da. Just because a man has Jerry curls does not make him Philippe, yo. Like, that don't make him Philippe. That don't make him Philippe, bro. Man, think because he overdosed on Esco, you think he's Philippe, bro. It's not that. Understand.
If you know, you know about Esco, I swear down.
It's just, if you not understand, understand that. He's a good little player. Trust me, Fabio Carvalho is a good little player. I've watched his cameos. I've seen him play a few times. He's actually a really good player. But you've gone and bought in Diaz, and Fabio Carvalho, for me, is too young to be playing in the midfield for Liverpool. He's not going to be playing centre mid for Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll come in, maybe get a few appearances. He already comes in over Curtis Jones for me. Harvey Elliott, I think he's above Harvey Elliott because Harvey Elliott slowed down since his injury. I'm excited about him, but I just don't get the Coutinho comparisons. That's just what I don't understand. Like, I think because Coutinho are coming for Liverpool, and I always say it, Luis Diaz had the Jerry curls. When you are from South America, you have Jerry curls, and you lived in the favelas. Them man are serious because them man's drive are different because they didn't have Tamagotchis growing up. They had sticks, bro. Yeah, they had twigs and shit. And they used to play football with rocks and that. So, bro, them man there, Luis Diaz said it in an interview. I treat every defender how hard my life was growing up. You see, if a man says that, run far away, run away. Just jockey him. Do not jockey that man and do not dive in. Do you know what I'm saying? So I get that. That's why I look at Fabio Carvalho and go, ooh, I think we've got another South American bad boy who had a hard upbringing, who's just going to take revenge on football. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them man there, you know what I'm saying? You look at Gabriel Jesus, them man are from the favelas, bro. These man cherish ball. They cherish ball, bro. That's what I like. But
the whole family's banking on them. The whole family.
Yeah, the whole family's banking on you. You're sending back 3/4 of your paycheck. Don't think we don't know. You know what I'm saying? God bless you though, but you know what I'm saying. But as I'm saying that, I just think I really like Fabio Carvalho. But if you Taki, Origi, and Mane to go with Nunes, I think what they're doing is they're saying, oh well, now we've got Diaz, Nunes, and Carvalho. That to me is the three that's replaced the other three. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I generally believe Nunes wasn't the Mane replacement. Diaz was, in my opinion, innit? Like, if you really look at it in terms of left wingers, Diaz was actually the Mane replacement. But, yeah, I think, I'll go with Barella. And I think Carvalho could be an exciting talent with given game time. And we'll just have to see. At that, I think the other bit is, the main thing was getting Salah to sign. That was what I needed. And I can sleep easy.
It's calm, man. He's staying. It's calm. Listen, Mons, thank you so much for jumping on. Listen, people, make sure you go subscribe to Big Six Bants. Go support Mons and the team over there. Make sure you go like and subscribe. And Mons, it's been a pleasure, man. It's been
Appreciate
a pleasure.
My baby.
Now you can see the pain I'm going through. Why I'm so vexed. I'm sick of it, man.
I'm just glad to have my debut in it, but you lot also just make sure you support this channel. Get this man to 2K. He's barely 200 subscribers off. Get him to 2K. Subscribe if you're new here. Like up the video. You know, get the algos flowing. Get it running up. Obviously, this is off season. You know what I'm saying? This is off season. So make sure in off season you got man giving you consistent content. Trust me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, I ain't even kissed my gal yet. You know what I mean? She come in, she making dinner. I ain't even kissed my gal, man, giving you lot content. I ain't even had dinner. You know what I mean? What kind of Love Island starting? These lot, they need a reminder, fam. Love Island ain't even, I should be getting, you know what I mean? Being in the shower, getting ready for Capra or more.
See what this man's doing for you, look.
Huh?
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what man are doing. man are sacrificing, making big sacrifices. You get it? Understand? Man,
Listen,
don't even kiss his own badge.
I'm not messing around.
Man don't even kiss his own badge, and he's doing content for you like, right now. You know what I'm saying? So, hear it. He ain't trying to support Gazidis and them man there. You get it?
You get me? Listen, the Big Six Bands channel, the link is in the description. Well, it's in the title of this channel, so make sure you click on that and it'll take you straight there. Also, it is in the chat as well, thanks to Consa. So thanks, Consa, once again. Arsenal is the worst. Liverpool is better. Arsenal is the worst. Liverpool is better. Fair enough. Listen, it's not like I've been saying anything different to that.
We don't beef, though. We're not ops. I'm back to that one. By the way, did I say Gazidis? I meant Cronky, by the way. I said Gazidis. That's how you know I'm living. That's how you know Arsenal fans used to torture me back in the day. I'm talking about Gazidis.
Listen, like I said, don't make me have to get my slipper out again. Yeah, like and subscribe, support this channel, and also support Big Six Bands. You know what I'm saying? And listen, love for jumping on, bro.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Listen, we're out, yeah? We're out.